Hey everyone, this is Pass here, lead designer for OBK. Wanted to give you an update on all the changes you can expect in the upcoming patch. So let's jump into it. Firstly, the UI flow has been completely revamped. This was simply due to the clutter we had for all the online modes. We had so many modes packed in one thing, it was just too confusing. It also allows you to focus on the mode you actually want to play most of all, without being overwhelmed, especially for the new players. This also comes though with a new mode, Race Royale Cups. There are special cups that have special enemy sets and map orders. These will start very easy and get much harder. Each cup has unique rewards, which also includes some special pets. So get racing. Extended from this, we also introduced our proper offline modes for people who want to just play with friends, giving you full split screen functions allowing you to couch play or play wherever you want to be without an internet connection. A big change that has been introduced this patch is the removal of normal Race Royale, meaning you have to be level 20 or above now to play Race Royale, which is effectively Race Royale Pro. Now before anyone writes about this, especially with the daily quests, there are some overall changes that have made to accommodate this. The mode was difficult for players, especially the new ones, to get into, and was extremely punishing, especially depending on the maps that you got on the rotation. There was also some high level people, you know who you are, queuing into these modes just for their daily quests. So firstly, the Race Royale dailies have changed. First, you must be level 20 or above. Furthermore, the Race Royale dailies no longer require you to win, but rather just to get to the final bracket. Another big change is the pool of stages for Race Royale itself. Stages such as Stadium, Water Park, and Parking Lot are no longer appearing in the pro pools, simply due to the fact that they don't represent skill expression and instead became more of a luck-based race. Stage-wise, I've been watching some streamers and they do get lost sometimes on certain maps, and I realized that that is our fault in terms of flow. So a nice little trick for some maps that involve loops is to put small ramps in these areas, such as Vault and Mars. This actually improved flow for the map while also preventing people from getting lost in loops in certain maps. Another common issue was the brightness and saturation of the maps. The lens flare was blinding for many players and the general presentation of the game was just a bit too bright. So we've adjusted all the stages to be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit less glaring to all players. And finally, as a fun note, Water Park has been reduced to 2 laps in GPs as well as time trials from 3. Now on to items and heroes. Let's talk about Obobomb and Bonk. After watching players get frustrated, it was time for a big change. Sometimes people can just truly get unlucky and get bonked followed by another bonk in another 2 seconds. The first problem was the frequency of obtaining these items. In Race Royale, for example, on the last lap, once that has begun, the ability to get these items goes straight to 0. This simply ensures that the last 4 players are racing in a competitive state and not subject to a lot of RNG. Secondly, the usage of these items. Once one of the items are used, based on the map, the player distribution, the item will go into a form of cooldown before anyone can get it again. This prevents an onslaught of items barraging the players over and over, ruining the experience of them in OBK. For heroes, I am testing a new type of ultimate which is given to Kobe to test out first. He has an ultimate now that gives an item to him and his teammates. This is a different playstyle and requires coordination because if your teammate is full of items, they won't get the item drop when you use it. Cappy also now has a dual ultimate that is also worth testing. Some heroes have been tuned with this patch, such as Peanut with an increased ultimate cost as well as Chibin. Coin heroes as a whole have received a mild improvement in steer. Squidward and Dib have improved drift. Game score updates. The game score has been expanded. With the recent supply reduction from crafting, we have new game score rewards for higher brackets which have an additional space crate and Shogun crate. In terms of general bugs, we have fixed a lot of collider issues, especially with rockets, as well as notable out-of-bound errors as well. There are a bunch of patch notes that you can check out on our Steam page or on our Discord for additional information. Thanks for tuning in on our dev notes. This is Pass signing out. See you on the track.